Mr. Choi, congratulations. You must be very pleased with your game today and yesterday.
오늘 기분 어떠세요? 어제하고 오늘?
I'm speaking Korean. 네, 반갑고요. 어제 오늘 사실 3언더씩 치면 참 좋겠다 그런 생각을 했는데 코스가 어렵고 바람이 많이 불어서 근데 지금 9은
It's good to have you guys here. Good to be here. Yeah, I felt like starting yesterday, if I had like 3 under round every day, it'd be a good round for me. But to be at 9 under right now after 2 days, I'm very thankful about that. I thought the scores would be higher because the course is difficult and because of the wind. But to be where I am right now, I can't complain. It's the first time for me being in Canada. The fans have been great. It's a first-class tournament. Their tournament's being operated very well, and I think all the players are appreciative of that, and I think that's why you're seeing a lot of good scores out there. Yesterday, this week, the last couple of weeks, I haven't been playing. I felt a little bit rusty, but when I was practicing on Tuesday and Wednesday, I felt like I was getting my old the good feeling back. The rhythm was coming back again. So I count that for the good scores right now.
Tell us a little bit about your round today.
I'm sorry?
If you can tell us a little bit about your round today.
오늘 라운드 대해서 좀 얘기해.
사실 아침에 해야 될 거라고 생각합니다.
Yeah, this morning, when I came to the course at 6 in the morning, it was very cold, it was very windy, and I had left my sweater back at the hotel. So, I was a little bit concerned about keeping warm, but thank God I had my rain jacket. But from the first hole, I felt my shot was there. My rhythm was good. I was hitting my driver, my irons very well. My putting was going good too. So I felt a lot of confidence going into the first few holes. But then again, on the back nine, the course is difficult. It gets you somehow. So I think I hung in there, and I'm able to finish with a birdie. So that felt good.
Questions, please.
JJ, we watched you on the driving range yesterday. A bunch of reporters and other players, and your swing is just repeat all the time. It's the same tempo in every shot, and it's unbelievable because a lot of players have the same good tempo in the range. They come up the course and they start hitting it hard. You seem to control that tempo all the time. You're almost like an iron by iron, and it's very impressive. How do you control that tempo? How do you transfer that tempo from the driving range to the course? You never seem to try to hit the driver extra 20 yards. That's impressive. How do you do that?
많은 선수들이 지금 golf 템포가 연습.
제가 이 생각하건데 저는 역도를 했을 때 그 순간순간 그 넘어가는 그 타이밍이 굉장히 중요합니다. 그 타이밍은 리듬이 되지 않나 그렇게 생각합니다.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for such a nice compliment. But I think looking back, probably because I'm able to keep the same consistent rhythm because when I was young, I weightlifted. I was a power lifter, so I think that helped me in a way to keep the balance, to keep a consistent balance. Because when you're weightlifting, when you're doing squats or when you're trying to lift the weights, do the snatch, you have to have balance because when you can't generate the power, instantly, then you either fall back or you eventually lose your position and you have to sit down. So I think being able to having that career as a weightlifter helped me maintain that balance. And I think that's helping me with my golf right now. And also when I swing, for me it's very important to, I try to concentrate on keeping the same amount of power at impact when I hit the ball. So I think concentrating on that, helps me to keep the same rhythm.
How do you feel about your putting? You missed a few short shots out there today, and the last two tournaments you've been playing with a different putter. How do you feel about your
퍼팅이 요즘 어떠세요? 오늘
연습이 더 필요할 것 같아요.
My putting, it's not that bad right now, but the reason I switched to the side set of putting last 2 weeks was because I wanted to get better. I always thought there was a room for improvement, and when I first heard about the one putt system, I bought it. I bought the principle. I agreed with the principle because having practiced with it, having tried it, it actually helps you line up the putt better. You can read the lines better than conventional putting. That's why I tried it the last 2 weeks. But I feel like maybe I didn't have enough time to practice with it. I thought I put a lot of hours into it last 2 weeks, but still that was probably not enough time. So I switched back to the normal putter this week because the greens were so fast. But it's easier when you've putted with this putter for the last 20 years. So it was easy for me to go back to the old putter. Swinging, I'm swinging it comfortably. But the only downside to this normal putting is, I think I have a weakness for left to right putts, and I miss a lot of left to right putts. And on top of that, my right eye is the dominant eye. So when I look at the lines with the normal putting, I tend to see two lines like an illusion. So that's the only downside of it. But when I'm feeling it right, as you can tell, the last 2 days I've been putting pretty good. So I can't really say one or the other is better or worse. But I guess because I'm so used to the normal putting right now at this point, I've decided to just go with the normal putting and kind of work with the side settle, slowly, with and eventually gain more time with it.
Okay. What are you hoping for this week?
이번 주 기대는 성적 어떻게 기대해요?
사실은 어떤 목표를 선수들은 다 잘 풀어낼 수 있었고 이런 것들이 참 잘 맞았던 것 같습니다.
My goal is, a lot of people say they want to win, but to be honest with you, my goal for this week was actually to make the cut because I didn't have a good performance last 2 weeks. But having made the cut, I guess, and I sort of achieved that goal. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I just want to be consistent, and I think what I really want for this week is to play well enough to show my appreciation to the fans in Sweden. The first day since I came here, everybody's been so supportive. So I feel very comfortable here. That's why I think I'm playing well right now. I have a good, a group of people that are helping me right now. So it feels good. So I just want to keep that pace going.
How do you feel about the 17th hole?
7번 홀은 어떠세요?
17번.
Yeah, the 17th hole is very tricky because it's very hard to judge where the wind's gonna blow from. So if your ball goes into the water, then it's very well likely that you're gonna have a double bogey. But I've played the TPC Sawgrass 17th hole many times, and honestly I sort of enjoy the pressure that I feel when I'm on the tee. It's a difficult hole. Don't get me wrong, but you know I still enjoy the pressure, the adrenaline. Yeah, sometimes it worries me, you know, whether my ball is going to go in the water or not. But I try to, you know, just keep my rhythm, just try to stay patient, and I think that's all you can do when you're standing on the tee box on that hole.